Choose Your News on the Candy, Mike, and Todd Show.
We are on Facebook Live right now. Hey, look for Candy, Mike, and Todd. You will see me waving at you. We just gave you a taste of our stories. Candy and Todd did because Mike is on vacation. You've been texting your votes at 98973 to the Online Trading Academy text line. Like from the 253, we have 5 kids, 8 to 14. None of them have the same personalities, different ways of learning, or nothing alike. Of course, we need all the help we can get. My vote is for Todd today. From the 425 Candy, there is no way to make online dating safer without lying. And from the 360, sure as hell need all the help I can get. Run for it, Todd. I need your story today. The Choose Your News scoreboard says Todd is sitting at 40. Mike is at 51, but he's on vacation. I am at 41. And we do have a winner today between the two of us.
When I'm done with you, you're going to hate me more than the other vowels hate Y.
All right, I think that's unnecessary, but congratulations, Todd. You're the winner today for Choose Your News.
Thank you, Candy. I appreciate that. So here was the promise. 2 words in the way of parenting roles that I think can really help you, given the 18 books I've read in 18 months, the 10 to 12 to 15 hours of online video courses I've taken, and countless hours spent in learning these skills because we're on a journey of mental health as a family. The role is curious observer, okay? When you're talking to kids, particularly kids who are in a really heightened emotional state, one of your jobs is to back off and to not be enmeshed, not become emotionally enmeshed, but to become a curious observer. What does that mean? Ask questions. There's a book that fundamentally changed the way I hear my daughter, and it has been a gift because I've learned more about her. It's called How to Talk So Kids Will Listen and How to Listen So Kids Will Talk. And I back that up with another book. It's called Parenting a Child Who Has Intense Emotions, Dialectical Behavioral Therapy Skills to Help You Regulate Your Child's Emotions. Curious observer role looks like this. As your kid is really heightened, saying, I refuse to go to school. I hate it. I hate what's going on there. That's content. Think of an egg. Content is the hard shell. Okay, it's the hard shell. That's what's being tossed at you. Acknowledge it, hear it. But wait to hear the feelings. Your job is to elicit the feelings. So one way to do that in circumstances like, I refuse to go to school, I'm not going back, is to acknowledge what you're feeling and to say things like, you sound really angry. Now that can sound very, very trite, but what kids sometimes have trouble getting across is their feelings. So they go to content. When you say something like, you sound really angry, often your kid will realize you are hearing me. I need to be heard at my depths. Sometimes kids are so emotionally wound, they can't tell you what they're actually thinking because it's so caught up in emotion. By saying things like you sound really angry, you're inviting them to say more. Yes, I'm angry. I've been bullied at school. All the kids hate me. They make fun of me because of this. Wow, it sounds like you're feeling hurt. You will begin to notice as you play a curious observer role, you're not trying to fix, you're not trying to correct, you are trying to get to something else, the feelings. When you get the feelings out and they know that you hear their feelings, this is what is so important to kids when they're in these heightened states, is that their feelings are validated. And one of the ways to do that is to say, wow, if I was in your position, I think I'd be really angry too. Sometimes it's just to be blunt. Wow, you know what? That sounds like it really sucks. You're listening now for the yolk. You have the shell. That's the content. You have the egg white. That's the feelings. The core. The yolk is the core belief. Sometimes the core belief isn't what you think it's going to be. I am afraid to go back to school. You're afraid. Yes, you're feeling really scared. Yes. I might be scared if I were you as well. How have you imagined working through this? What are the things you're going to do to approach it? It's fascinating because we've been doing this now as a family for over a year, and my daughter knows I'm doing it to her. And yet the other day we had a really, really important talk. And she said at the end of it, even though she knew what I was doing, she said, I really want to thank you for validating me. Be a curious observer, buy those 2 books, and start practicing that now. And if your kid is really, really in trouble, cutting, suicidal intent, you got to get them help. And unfortunately, in that state, that probably means, in this state, taking them out of the state. So put the 2 books up on social media for you. Coming up on the Candy, Mike, and Todd show next hour. Your story of having your identity taken. What's your story of mistaken identity? Text us at 98973. That's next hour on the Candy, Mike, and Todd show. You hear people's stories. Right now, get a traffic report from Tracy Taylor.
So I just got an alert from Sound Transit that South Line is Sounder Train 1520